It was a hell of a game. I don't know if I've ever been a part of something like that. The back and forth and the battle. We got off to a decent start. I like how we started the game. Obviously, I thought they got away from us a little bit in the third and fourth quarter, and then obviously just big shot after big shot from both sides, really. So I was just executing down the stretch, being locked into what we needed to do, and really just sticking together in a really, really tough environment with no give up.
All right, raise your hand. We'll move the microphone around the room. Let's start with that.
Yeah, Coach, just talk to me about the clutch shooting of Raquan Williams late in the game. Hit, 3 or 4 hit threes late, and then also Jackie's final shot.
Yeah, I mean, you could kind of go down. Bay hit a big one, then Asia hit a big one, and Jackie hit a big one. Chelsea, I mean, it was just, and that's what makes this group special, really. I mean, what's the show? Any Given Sunday? On any given Sunday, it could be somebody else, and vice versa, really, for them. It could be Joel one night, it could be Stewie one night. Sue, I thought, played magnificent tonight. I mean, that was just a really, really high level basketball, really, both sides.
But you look like this is a better looking game to let me down in Vegas. In the press conference, you kind of stopped at Jordan and said, let's go. And I'm asserting that you all came in here with a warrior mentality that you get them this and they're going to be told us. Is this what the carryover about this, like determination?
Yeah, I mean, the trust down the stretch, because in every competition, it doesn't matter what sport, there's going to be a breaking point where you only have two choices. You're either going to fall apart or you're going to come together. And at the end of the day, like, I look down at the stat sheet, 26 assists, like, that's probably what I'm happiest about, because it means the ball was playing. It means they were moving it. They were trusting each other, playing the right way. And here's for us, and I know they're going to go back and look at the film and they're going to make their adjustments and they're going to say we could have done this better, and we're going to do the same thing. And I coming into this, I thought there was, mentality wise, they're coming off a loss, and it's hard to meet that ferocity and that kind of focus a lot of times when somebody's coming off a loss. And I thought the way we came out of the gates really gave us a good chance to win the game, because we were so locked in, so focused. You're going to need a cushion against this team because they're not going anywhere. They're going to always make a run. They're never going away. So it's about being locked in for the entire game and executing. And I think, the fact that I have the luxury of kind of, you don't know, because is it going to be Jackie? Is it going to be Asia? Is it going to be Chelsea? Is it going to be like, there's a lot of weapons. So that's a real luxury to have in these kind of situations. So, and that's not me, that's just them. You just get the benefits of it.
So, what does a win like this teach your team going forward when they're thinking about bigger things after this game?
It's just not over until the buzzer goes off. And, I talk about fighting for 40 minutes. Today it took 45 minutes, but you got to dig in and fight for however long it takes. And for every minute, because in these kind of situations, like, every possession matters, both offensively and defensively. And I thought we made some mistakes that gave them some really easy ones. And then that starts to put some real pressure on your defense, especially when they're getting layups because we're missing rotations or whatnot. So we're going to go back. We're going to look, see if we can't tweak some things, as will they. So we expect nothing probably but a similar battle, just down to the wire in game 4. It's hard to knock out a champ.
You said it's not about you, but the 3 consecutive ATOs, you want the 3 that Asia score and Jackie with the buzzer. Is there pride in seeing your players execute those plays? Maybe kind of grow up.
Oh yeah, I mean that's growth. When man, I've said this, the whole year. I have a luxury of being able to draw something and stuff they've never seen before, and they can go out and do it. That's a skill set. And a luxury because I can kind of read what they're doing defensively and then draw the play accordingly. And for them to just go out and execute it is a tribute to their focus, their lock-in factor, and their will to win. Their will to win. And then obviously, Chelsea's special in certain situations. I mean, and what a luxury. You can just give her the ball and she's gonna make something happen. With her passing, 12 assists, 1 turnover is to go along with 20. I mean, it's just an incredible performance. We had her, Asia, Kia on the glass for us. That's a huge deal for us to win the glass.
Andy?
Hey, Becky, I know you just touched on it a little bit there, but Chelsea Gray seems like she's hit just another level these playoffs. What have you seen from her, both as a player and as a leader on this team these last couple weeks?
Chelsea Gray being Chelsea Gray. This girl been hitting big shots for her entire career. I don't know if there's I mean, with clutch performances, you got to put her in the conversation with every great basketball player, male, female, doesn't matter.
Definitely. And then
From Michael Vogel?
Michael,
Hey, I'm sorry, Becky, I'm on Zoom.
oh, there you are. Okay.
As a player, you've been involved in some great playoff games with, very dramatic endings, thinking back to Spoon in 99 in the finals, obviously Nikki Teasley against you guys in the finals in 2000, and then Sophia Young, the big shot she made in the Western Conference semis. You said earlier that there are a few games you can think of like this. Was this also just the fact that there were so many great plays at the end? And how do you think this game might rate with ones you've been involved in?
I mean, obviously this is the biggest game from the sidelines for me, but I can't think of a back and forth between two heavyweights like this game. I mean, it was just big shot after big shot after big shot. So that you got two players too that are in their prime of their career, MVP candidates just going at it. I mean, you really can't draw it up any better from a spectator viewpoint. But the I mean, I don't. Why don't you ask them? Here they are. I am passing the mic because you guys dropped the mic. I passed the mic. That was about as big as it gets, though, Michael.
Thank you.